Hey everyone, back again. Welcome back to another video review. This time, as I mentioned in, I believe it was my last video on the 2014 Sega Finals. I wanted to talk a little bit more about Age of Extinction. And yeah, no. It's not a re-review. This is it's actually a video response to Skullgrin 140, I believe, talking about Murder Prime, specifically Optimus Prime being a murderous badass in the live-action films. Honestly, I don't mind this form of Optimus Prime. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, pretty much, I think it really all started, and this is exactly what Skullgrin 140 pointed out. It's pretty much what happened in the first movie, which came out, what, 7 years ago? Where he pretty much, like he killed Bone Crusher and just ripped his friggin' head off and just drove his arm sword through his face. Like, that's pretty much where it all started, obviously. Because, I mean, you look at all the villains that Optimus has killed, counting the fourth film, right? In the first film, he pretty much murdered Bone Crusher brutally, as I mentioned. Like, that, honestly, that killing was pretty epic. In the second film, when he is fighting in the forest against against Megatron, Starscream, and Grinder, he rips Grinder's friggin' face off in the most awesome way. And obviously this is where he gets killed, but then he's later revived. So in Revenge of the Fallen. And then of course later on, when he is revived and he's combined with Jetfire, he brutally like hurts Megatron and then just rips the Fallen's face off and says, "Give me your face." That kind of thing. That was brutal too. In the third film, in Dark of the Moon, obviously, Optimus pretty much kills most of everyone. Because, look, he kills Shockwave, he kills the Driller, which is Shockwave's pet, or whatever the frig that thing was. It looked like something out of Star Wars, I don't know. He kills a bunch of drones, he kills Megatron, and he kills Sentinel Prime. I know. That's, like, pretty insane. And there's a point I want to mention from Dark of the Moon and Age of Extinction, is I want to talk about the characters in a separate video. I didn't do that in my review. I did that in Dark of the Moon, but I want to do that in a separate video. Anyways, going back to the Murder Prime. In the fourth film, you see him, obviously, he's obviously in his evasion mode when he was the Marmot 97. Obviously, he and the Autobots are hiding from humans, whatever, alright? Because in the film, all you see, well, not all you see of Prime, he pretty much destroys a bunch of crap, he fights Galvatron, and then, obviously, at the end, you see him pretty much kill Harold Attinger and Lockdown. And that was pretty brutal, because you never see Optimus kill a human. I already said that in my review. But, in all honesty, having a Murder Prime has its pros and its cons. Obviously, its pros being, yay, it's Optimus Prime, he's a badass, he can do whatever he wants. The cons, like, he never really harms humans. You've never ever seen him shoot point blank at a human. Just because he took, like comrades of your own race. But honestly, seeing this Murder Prime thing, it's not bad. I don't mind it. Do I care about it? Yes, sort of. I mean, if this Murder Prime were to be real, I would have it go and kill all of my antagonists I've had over the years. It's that simple. But that's another story about my past. We don't need to talk about that. But anyways. And obviously Optimus evolving throughout the three films. I mean, as I mentioned, he was the Marmot 97 and the 73 Marmor 97 all rusted up and has the flames like he has in pretty much in the 4 films. Sorry. So you have him that. Then you have him as the modified 97 Peterbilt semi-truck. And then the Western Star 490. The custom made. It's a custom made truck. If you watch the behind the scenes, the truck that Optimus is later on with the cool little smokestacks, like instead of this they're at an angle, that's custom made. That you probably will never see in real life. Will we? Never know. Anyways. But getting back to Murder Prime. Murder Prime just, I mean, you see him throughout the years. He's like in, I'll give you a couple examples, alright? I'll give you a few quick examples. In G1, he never really killed anyone, alright? So there you go. In Beast Wars and Beast Machines, you've seen cameos because obviously you never have it as a big role, right? Because pretty much it was Optimus Primal and the Maximals against Megatron and the Predacons. That was really it. In Robots in Disguise, the original Robots in Disguise, because again, it's another video. I don't want to go on a tangent here. But in 2001, right, in the Robots in Disguise, you see Optimus Prime defeat Galvatron, and you pretty much have him take him, the Predacons, and the Decepticons, specifically Mega Octane and Scourge and all those guys. You have them taken to prison on Cybertron in Fortress Maximus. In the Unicron trilogy, we'll just break it down quickly. In Armada, you never really see him kill anything. Yes, Galvatron sacrifices himself in Unicron, but that's really it. In Energon, you see a little bit of resentment when Shock Blast is killed by Unicron when Megatron has control of Unicron, and after he kills the Quintesson, then has Scorponok under his full brainwash command. And you see Optimus try to avenge that when he battles Galvatron on the fiery planet that was not Earth. But you never see Optimus Prime do that, right? In Energon. Yes, little resentment. In Cybertron, he's a little overprotective of the humans because of what's going on in Armada and Energon. And pretty much at the end, you see him kill Galvatron with Vector Prime's sword after Vector Prime sacrifices himself after they leave the giant planet. And honestly, that made me cry a bit. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was in tears when Vector Prime died. And when he came out, 2006, so a year before the live action series began. Anyways. So there you go, alright? He kills Galvatron in the most epic ways in Cybertron, and Galvatron disintegrates. So, and I've already talked about the live action thing. In animated, you never ever see Optimus Prime kill anyone. Yes, you see him beat Megatron and Starscream and Lockdown on occasion. And you see him try to be, you know, the leader of the Autobots. And yes, he defies Ultra Magnus and Sentinel Prime's law in some way, but oh well. So you have that, alright, because you never ever see that. And then pretty much, so yeah, we talked about that. And then in Transformers Prime, alright, the only human killing you see of Optimus Prime in Transformers Prime is in the second season when he defeats Nemesis Prime, and Nemesis Prime squashes the main human villain. I forget his name now. It's been a while since I've seen Prime, you know, or since yeah, Silas. When Nemesis Prime falls on Silas and gets brutally murdered, that's the only time you see him. You never see his corpse Yes, you see Harold Attinger's corpse in Age of Extinction, but not Silas in Transformers Prime. Anyways. Overall, this Murder Prime thing's interesting. Very, very interesting. Now, there's another Robots in Disguise cartoon that's coming out. No, it's not a re-release of the one that came out in 2001. No. It's a little bit different. Alright? I don't know if there will be a Murder Prime in that. We'll see. Obviously against Decepticons, but that's really it. Now, a little before I end this, going back to Prime, that's not the only time you see Optimus Prime do something. You see him kill the Rock Lords, you see him kill Viacons, you see him fight Predaking and Megatron and even Starscream on one occasion. You see him fight Dreadwing. You see him, him and Bumblebee, they fight Skyquake. Breakdown on one occasion. Knockout on one occasion. Arachnid, but you never see him kill a Decepticon, or maybe at least. But that's all there is. Really, the only Decepticon technically he kills is Nemesis Prime. After that, you never see Nemesis Prime ever again. Yes, mentioned in the following episode, but you never ever see him again. Yes, in flashbacks, but not in his own episode or whatever. Anyways. So yeah, overall, Murder Prime, very interesting, not bad, and overall, the new evolution of Optimus Prime, pretty awesome. I already did a video a couple years ago about did the world need Optimus, and I said yes for obvious reasons. Does the world need Murder Prime? Absolutely. Like, what if you're at gunpoint like Mark Wahlberg was against Harold Attinger, and Optimus Prime, you know, shot him and killed him instantly? Would you want to have that, or would you have Attinger take the shot? Would you want to have a 10-foot robot, a 10'5" robot squash you after Optimus Prime kills it? Specifically, I'm referencing Transformers Prime. Would you want to? Yeah. Anyways, it's an own little tangent thing. I won't get into that. Anyways, so that's my little take on Murder Prime. I hope Skullgrin 140 enjoys it, and I hope anyone that has talked about Murder Prime enjoys it. It's very interesting. It's not bad. It could have been better, but overall, for Murder Prime, I like it. I like it. Serves its purpose well, and hopefully Optimus Prime does any even more brutal killings. If Transformers 5 comes out and the new Robots in Disguise show. Anyways, that's my take on Murder Prime. I'll see you all very soon, guys. I'll be back as soon as possible in my next video. And yes, I'll take you soon. Have a great day, and I will catch you all later. Bye-bye.